Atlantia vivere, Atlantia vincere, Atlantia victor. I shall make this video in English for all my fellow Romanians in order to understand the idyllic vision that we have about Europe, and I shall explain the things like in Russia. I am your Tsar, I am your Pharaoh, and you are my people, and I shall gather all the light in the universe and project this light upon your heads so that you shall be illuminated. So, or enlightened. It was said that by our entry in the Schengen Treaty, the borders will no longer exist. The police douane will no longer exist, or the frontier police. And everyone shall live happily ever after. There are no problems in the European countries. They live like in paradise. Well, unfortunately, this is not true. Unfortunately, they are not living like in paradise. Unfortunately, they have their own problems. I shall stop using the word unfortunately, because unfortunately I shall speak the word unfortunately too many times and I will get very boring. And the borders still exist, unfortunately. The police douane still exists. Yes, if you are in the Schengen space, if you are a citizen of a country who is in the Schengen space, you will not get a checkup when you pass the border. So you do not need to show your ID card or your passport. If you are not in the European Union, you need to show your passport. If you are a citizen of a country who is in the European Union, from Romania, Bulgaria, but not in the Schengen space, you need to show your ID card because you are a citizen of the European Union. You are a European citizen. Unfortunately, again. I was stopped in 1999 by the German police when we crossed the border from France to Germany. So we returned, we went into a trip through Hungary, Slovakia, Czech Republic, Germany, France, Spain, and then we visited Zaragoza and Barcelona, and then we returned through France and Belgium, and then through Luxembourg and Germany. And when we passed the border from France to Germany coming into Romania, they stopped us because they believed us to be Romanian gypsies, because they believed us to be Romanian criminals, and at 2 a.m. in the night they took our passports and they did something like that with the photographs, with the pictures. They understand it, because they wanted to see if they can remove the picture from the passport or not. So in order to determine if the passport is fake or true or real or authentic. Yeah. So I know that our holy Russian people made from the lines of the Tsar family and the Russian family, from the Viking Rus and our tribe of Massaget, yes, we have taught them how to fight against the Tatars. This is a small story for Europeans, you know. There was this big empire of Turks, the Ottoman Turks, and they invaded Romania, they invaded the Romanian countries, whatever. And it was Michael the Brave who had a captain. That captain was named Conrad Haas, and Conrad Haas just invented in the year 1601 or 1593, I don't remember exactly, his missile, actually they were invented in 1593 and applied in 1601. And he had invented one-stage rockets and two-stage rockets, and these rockets had a primitive explosive on top of it. So Michael the Brave made the whole Turkish army go into the swamps at Kalugarena, I think, and after that he poured missiles upon them and defeated them. This was what happened in the year of our Lord Jesus Christ, 1601, or 1601. Okay. but the Turks were defeated in Persia by the Mongols, by the Chinese. It was like the great yellow river Yangtze started to flow from the delta towards its origin, because all the yellow people from Mongolia, from China, escalated the wall of China. I will refrain to use the expression like yellow monkeys, and they came, because I don't believe that, I believe, yes, in them, and they came into Siberia, and after that into Russia, and after Russia did not exist at the time. It was Poland was, and Lithuania were great powers. It was the Principality of Russia, and Ivan the Terrible received technology from us to defeat the Tatars, the Mongols, the Cubans, yes, the Golden Horde. Okay, so the people of the Golden Horde took the Padishah, emperor of the Ottoman Turks, prisoners with his 3 sons, and they asked his 3 or 4 sons to spit him in the face, and they made the emperor in his place his son who spat him in the face, but who was Bayezid, by the way. And so Bayezid, and no, Bayezid was the Padishah, and Mehmed II was his son. Okay, so basically the Ottoman Empire became a protectorate of the Golden Horde. You understand now the history. And we here in the capital of Atlantia, we did our best to keep them in check, not to expand. Why people in Western Europe make the cathedrals and what. That is why people in Romania have this idea that everyone is owing to us, and also that they have a paradisical life or idyllic life in the West, which is not true. Okay. So the reason why the ambassador of Belgium is laughing is because, yes, it is a great talk in Europe that we shall have no borders in the future, that in the future we shall have a European army, but not in the present, that in the future we shall have a confederation of states, but not in the present. So in the present time the borders still exist in Europe. Okay, therefore our entry into the Schengen space does not mean that our borders shall disappear. Consequently, we must secure all our borders in order to make Romania secure, because no one will come to secure our borders. Okay, so this is it. So yes, it is told that in the future there will be a United States of Europe like is United States of America, but this is not in the present. The Constitution of Europe was rejected. Yes, okay. So, and the people of Western Europe, because they are Celtic tribes, will take another 100 years or 200 years, like they do in England when they have a referendum, should we exit the European or not, every 50 years or 40 years. So it will take some centuries for them to come to terms and make a new constitution of Europe. It will not happen overnight. So this is it. Bye.